Onelani programu ya Nkomaliro pa kanema wa Luntha. Programu ya Nkomaliro ima kupatsani mwa fikani ilajuwile lililonse komanso Nkomaliro Throwback Thursday ima kufikani lachinayi lina lililonse. Nkomaliro Throwback Thursday ima kupatsani mwayi osankha tinyimbo ta mbuyo timene inu tima kusangalatsani ndipo programu iyi amakupatsirani ndi Anaphiri Falesi Chizombe komanso mutha kuonera programu ya Nkomaliro loweruka sabata ina iliyonse. Programu ya Nkomaliro imakufikani nthawi ya 12:15 lachiwiri komanso lachinayi ngakhalenso Saturday. Nkomaliro programu yokhayo imene imakupatsani mwayi osankha nyimbo zakumtima kwanu.
Digital technology is taking over the world. Trends are changing every day. For the latest technology updates, reviews of tech gadgets, exclusive interviews with tech experts, and an interface with startup companies. Watch Inside Tech and catch every detail of the new trends in technology that will impact your life. Coming soon on Luntha Television, bringing wisdom into your home.
Are you passing through Desert Town and you think of finding a place to rest or just to have some nice food? Always keep this name in your mind. Comfort Lodge. Situated in Airfield at Desert Town. Here at Comfort Lodge, we offer comfortable, affordable, and quality accommodation. The place is located at a very quiet environment that gives you a comfortable and peaceful sleep. We also offer local food such as mademba, masambote ndela, chisoso, ndindo zina za lokolo zambiri. Talking of entertainment, that's not an issue as we have a DSTV for your favorite channels. Tight security, electricity and water backups are all in place just for you dear customers. During this time of COVID-19, we have all measures in place just for your safety. Oh yes, come and taste a different feel of life here at Comfort Lodge in the town. Comfort Lodge. Comfort Lodge, your number one place for affordable and quality accommodation.
Luntha TV is now on Zuku Channel 51. You can get yourself a Zuku decoder from the Luntha TV offices in Area 2, Lilongwe, and from all the St. Manford bookshops across the country in Kasungu, Lilongwe, Salima, Dedza, Balaka, Zomba, Mulanje, Blantyre, Chikwawa, Mwanza, and Mangochi. For more information, contact 0883 815 055 or 0996 892 965. Get a Zuku decoder today and not miss daily mass, worship and prayers, news bulletins, and so much more on Luntha TV.
Hello and thank you for joining us right here on Luntha Television, and we apologize for the late beginning of the news. And you're with me, Jacqueline Saidi. First, headlines. Christians are urged to embody Christ's love through devotion and charity. Parliament faces another early adjournment due to disorder. President Lazarus Chakwera promises beneficial outcome from the United Arab Emirates visit. And in other news, Guinea rights groups say death toll in stadium stampede too low. We have these and more. Stay with us. Holy Father Pope Francis has urged participants at the Brotherhoods and Popular Piety Congress in Seville, Spain, to embody Christ's love through devotion, unity, and acts of charity. This is contained in a message which is sent to participants of the Second International Congress of Brotherhoods and Popular Piety, held in Seville on Wednesday. The Pope opened his message by recognizing the unique devotion of the people of Seville, who live with fervor to expressions of their faith until they became integral to their social fabric. We have a Valley News report being read by Charity Chilanga.
The Pope noted that the vibrant faith is not only a personal journey but a communal one that shapes the life of the Church. Pope Francis went on to emphasize that the true effectiveness of popular piety lies in its power to bring Christ into the world. He quoted St. Manuel Gonzalez, who described the Christian life as a round-trip journey, which begins the outward journey in Christ and ends in the people, and begins in the people, the return journey, and ends in Christ. He explained that the journey represents the heart of the Church mission to bring people closer to God. The Pope also emphasized the unity found in the diversity of the devotions. He described how many peculiarities, ministries, and tasks with perseverance and patience harmonize. Whether calling a cross or simply accompanying in a prayer, the Pope noted it is the same fervor, the same love, creating a collective harmony that reveals the beauty of Christ. He then called on the faithful to continue taking Christ into the streets so that all may behold his beauty. Bringing his message to a close, Pope Francis encouraged the participants in the Congress to continue their pilgrimage following the example of the Good Shepherds.
The Catholic Church in Malawi has challenged Catholic lawmakers to help bring up suitable legal frameworks that benefit everyone, particularly the underprivileged. His Lordship, Alfred Jaima, the Bishop of the Diocese of Zomba, has made the remarks during an interaction with Catholic members of Parliament on Wednesday night in Lilongwe. In his presentation on Catholic social teaching, Bishop Jaima urged the lawmakers to constantly seek the Holy Spirit's guidance as they carry out their official responsibilities. Tando Mzumara with the details.
Bishop Jaima stated in his address following the Eucharistic celebration that Malawi now more than ever requires transformative leadership capable of guiding its people out of the moral decay and enduring poverty. In light of the current budget review session, he emphasized the theological observation of the need for equitable resource distribution and encouraged the politicians to rely on the Lord's hand in order to be led by the Holy Spirit in their work. Bishop Jaima underlined the necessity of a strong legal system and political will in order to maintain human dignity and foster solidarity.
They are living their vocation. There are principles that they should always keep in mind. They should be at the back of their head, including when they have to make a contribution to a bill, let alone if they have to vote for that bill. For example, the principle of the dignity of a human being, option for the poor, principle of subsidiarity, solidarity, sanctity of life. These are principles that each individual must hold at all times, and let alone policymakers.
Catholic lawmakers in Malawi have urged the Church to support them, citing Pope Francis's call for Catholics to actively participate in politics according to their abilities rather than being apathetic.
I'm not talking of support from a financially, no, but sensitizing people. They need to have Catholic parliamentarians, because we'll be continuing with the social teachings of the Church.
The interface meeting was coordinated by the Parliamentary Liaison Chaplaincy under the Episcopal Conference of Malawi, ECM. Other priests from the ECM were also in attendance, along with the Right Reverend Vincent Makwawa, Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Lilongwe. For Luntha News, this is Tandiwe Mzumara.
There has been another early adjournment of Parliament proceedings on Thursday following what First Deputy Speaker of the House, Madalitso Kazombo, described as a house in disorder as a government side backbenchers continued to push for Agriculture Committee Chairperson impeachment. The drama took the rest of the private members' day with another early adjournment in the forenoon in absence of the opposition, which boycotted the proceedings, citing unfairness of the First Deputy Speaker, who allowed moving of the motion by leader of the government backbenchers to have the House suspended pending Business Committee's meeting. As Robert Edwards summarizes the drama, leader of the House, Richard Jumondo Banda, wished for a sanity in the joy, while leader of opposition, Dr. George Chabonda, changed tune in the afternoon, where he was now amused with the First Deputy Speaker's stand. Hear this.
Now, Standing Order 12, subsection 2, is the one that closed the chapter of the climax of drama that continued to pull in the afternoon of Thursday here at the National Assembly, when the backbenchers from the government side continued to push that the House should start discussing, or there should be a ruling from the office of the Speaker against what they called a misconduct from one of the members of Parliament from Luntha City East, who is also chairperson of the Agriculture Committee of Parliament, who they claimed that was going about to conduct business after being suspended for 5 days for a misconduct right here in the National Assembly. Now, before that, we saw the members of Parliament, led by leader of opposition from the opposition side, telling journalists that the earlier ruling that was made by the First Deputy Speaker of Parliament to allow a motion from the backbenchers of the government side that the House should either be suspended or not was not fair. But when it came in the afternoon, after the suspension of the House in the morning, because of the motion that the House be suspended to allow the Speaker to come and make the ruling on the matter, the Speaker, meaning Catherine Botaniara, who is the Speaker of the National Assembly, after the suspension on that motion in the afternoon, the First Deputy Speaker was chairing today's proceedings, made his ruling, and I quote the three pillars of the ruling that he emphasized on. He said that the Speaker or the chairperson of the proceedings was supposed to be him, because the speakership or the leadership works on due rosters, and that the House was not supposed to be suspended because they're using taxpayers' money. Now it meant that being Thursday, the private members' day, it was supposed to be the backbenchers or not the government moving the motion for the business, and that's supposed to be discussed in the House. And then the motion was coming from the opposition side. That motion for the leader of opposition, at least to speak something or to make a comment on a business that was scheduled on the order paper, that motion was defeated, and another drama ensued on the same. To make everything come to an end, the First Deputy Speaker, Madalitso Kazombo, now just ruled that the House has been adjourned because the House is in disorder. For Luntha, this is Robert Edwards.
The State President, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chigwera, has assured Malawians of a fruitful outcome from his official visit to the United Arab Emirates. The President made this promise at Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe before departing for Abu Dhabi, where he will engage in high-level talks with UAE officials from December 5th to 8th this year. Emmanuel Georgia with more on this report.
During his recent national address, President Chakwera acknowledged the economic challenges Malawi is facing and expressed confidence that this visit will help to address some of the pressing issues. He is scheduled to meet with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, President of UAE, to discuss strategic issues of mutual benefit, including intergovernment cooperation on petroleum products.
Well, I'm expecting that we would have great outcomes out of the talks that we would hold with the UAE leadership, particularly in terms of those things that are extremely needed in this country in order for us to make good progress on our development agenda.
The President's visit aims to strengthen diplomatic mutual relations between Malawi and UAE, particularly in areas such as economic cooperation, technical cooperation, avoidance of double taxation, protection, and promotion of investments. Malawi and UAE have a long history of cooperation, and this visit is expected to further solidify their relationship. The two countries have been working together on various projects, and this visit will provide an opportunity to explore new areas of cooperation. President Chakwera's visits to UAE is a significant step towards boosting economic cooperation between the two countries. The President's commitment to addressing Malawi economic challenges is evident in his efforts to engage with international partners and attract investment to the country. The President's meeting with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed is expected to yield positive outcomes, including potential investments in key sectors such as energy, agriculture, and infrastructure.
Remember, you're watching news right here on Luntha Television. We'll be back with more after the break.
As the world commemorates the 16 days of activism, let us unite to end violence against women and girls in Malawi towards Beijing Plus 30. Together, we can transform cultural and religious norms to break the cycle of gender-based violence, GBV. The Catholic Commission for Justice and Peace, CCJP, under the Episcopal Conference of Malawi, ECM, through the Diocese of Karonga, with support from the NCA-DCA Joint Country Program, is empowering women, girls, men, and community leaders in TA Mwakaoko, Kiungu, and Klipula through Zone Implementation Committee, which is the project main structure in collaboration with male champions, mother groups, chiefs, religious leaders, child protection workers, youth, community victim support unit, health workers, teachers, and others. Let us amplify voices for change, champion the rights of women and girls, and create a future free of gender-based violence. Stand with us in these 16 days of activism as we unite for justice, dignity, and equality for all. The time is now. End gender-based violence. Build a safer Malawi. Are you passing through Desert Town and you think of finding a place to rest or just to have some nice food? Always keep this name in your mind. Comfort Lodge. Situated in Airfield at Desert Town. Here at Comfort Lodge, we offer comfortable, affordable, and quality accommodation. The place is located at a very quiet environment that gives you a comfortable and peaceful sleep. We also offer local food such as mademba, masambote ndira, chisoso, ndindo zina za lokolo zambiri. Talking of entertainment, that's not an issue as we have a DSTV for your favorite channels, tight security,
electricity and water backups are all in place just for you, dear customers. During this time of COVID-19, we have all measures in place just for your safety. Oh yes, come and test a different feel of life here at Comfort Lodge in the town. Comfort Lodge. Comfort Lodge, your number one place for affordable and quality accommodation.
Luntha TV is now on Zuku Channel 51. You can get yourself a Zuku decoder from the Luntha TV offices in Area 2, Lilongwe, and from all the St. Manford bookshops across the country in Kasungu, Lilongwe, Salima, Dedza, Balaka, Zomba, Mulanje, Blantyre, Chikwawa, Mwanza, and Mangochi. For more information, contact 0883 815 055 or 0996 892 965. Get a Zuku decoder today and not miss daily mass, worship and prayers, news bulletins, and so much more on Luntha TV, bringing wisdom into your home.
Are you looking for a good venue for your next event? Welcome to Our Lady of Africa Conference Center, nestled alongside our guest house and delectable restaurant located in the capital city, Lilongwe. Whether it's a corporate meeting, a wedding reception, or a family gathering, we have the space and amenities to accommodate your needs. With good accommodation, facilities, and mouth-watering cuisine, your event is sure to be a memorable success. For more information, contact us on 0997 277 720 or on 0997 452 093. Book now and let us help you create unforgettable moments. Our Lady of Africa Conference Center is located on Likuni Road, about 250 meters from Bypass Roundabout towards Chinsapo, before the police roadblock. Turn to your right, and it is about 50 meters from the tarmac road.
Luntha Television stands as an autonomous faith-based broadcaster with a national and international reach. Experience the difference with Luntha Television, where innovation meets experience. Our dedicated team, backed by cutting-edge technology, ensures seamless execution and unparalleled results. Luntha guarantees credibility and professionalism in all its endeavors and services. We offer, among this, production and broadcasting of jingles, music videos, narratives, documentaries, press services and programs, on location or outside, live broadcasting of mass and other church functions, government or indoor functions, and political rallies, creation and broadcasting of special programs, sponsored content, sports and entertainment, and advertising for small, medium, and large enterprises. All services are offered at competitive prices. Tune in daily to catch Luntha Television on Zuko on Channel 51, Starsat Channel 474, Star Times.
Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, know that it's news time right here on Luntha Television. Moving forward, Balaga District Gender Office has lamented that social norms, poverty and climate change are some of the issues that are triggering gender-based violence. Gender Officer for Balaga, Scholastica Shawa, said this at Mbuga Primary School ground at Palula during the commemoration of the 16 days Gender-Based Violence Day in the district. She said Balaga is still registering cases of gender-based violence that need collaborated efforts to minimize the trend. Jean Galande Bennett reading a report which has been filed by Anju Nandoro.
During the commemoration that started with a big walk from Palula Police Unit, Scholastica said she's optimistic that if government departments or stakeholders together with the community come together, they can minimize the number of gender-based violences and be able to implement the interventions. She said during the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the district have lined up activities like awareness campaigns to inform the communities what is gender-based violence and how harmful they are to the people.
As Balaka District Council, we're still registering cases of gender-based violence because of several issues like climate change, economic challenges, but also the social norms that are in the communities. They're also fueling to increase in cases of gender-based violence. As government, we work with our partners, our NGOs that are implementing different projects in Balaka concerning gender, but we also work with the community since we are targeting the community, so we can't work alone. We're also working with the community, especially the gatekeepers, the community members, for us to be able to implement our interventions.
In his remarks, Superintendent Patrick Kwake, officer in charge for Palula Police Unit, said working with the communities need community traditional leaders and police forums to deliver their duties. He said currently in Palula area, cases of gender-based violence have dropped since they introduced awareness in churches, mosques, where they interface meetings. Superintendent Patrick Kwake said now people are able to report to relevant authorities, including police, when they meet any gender-based violence.
In terms of gender-based violence, if you look at the statistics, it shows that the numbers are increasing. But that signifies that people now are aware or sensitized about the GBV. What this means is, initially they were not reporting the cases, but having been sensitized, now they are coming in to report the cases. And these cases are being reported through different conduits. It may be the mother group, it may be the teachers. Sometimes Lena will go to a teacher and confidently inform him or her what has happened. So because of this, they will come into police and then complain about the cases. Now, statistically, if you compare 2022-2023 year or 2023-2024, from 2023-2024, the numbers are high. Though they are high, but the significance is that they are now aware that once they report, the police will take action.
This year, Malawi launched the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, where the First Lady, Monica Chakwera, was guest of honor, and the theme is uniting against the fight of gender-based violence.
That was Jean Bennett. Faith leaders in the country have been urged to add a gear in advocating for the tax justices and fighting those that cheat Malawi out of tax revenue. This has been shared during the last day of a tax justice training workshop for religious mother bodies in Malawi, which was organized by the Norwegian Church Aid and Danish Church Aid Joint Country Program, organized for faith leaders. Policy officer at the Tax Justice Network Africa, Francis Gairu, says Malawi needs to do more when it comes to enhancing tax justice, as it faces a lot of tax avoidance, evasion, and illicit financial flows, among others, that have led the country to lose on several decades of development. He explains more to our reporter, Bernard Mwanza.
We also need to rethink where we need to see Malawi by 2063. And Agenda 2063 cannot be achieved without resources. Agenda 2063 cannot be achieved without changing how we do governance. We must safeguard the resources that we have. We must also go after those that cheat Malawi out of tax revenue. We must also seal the loopholes through which Malawi loses much needed revenue. We must also use the little revenue that we have in this country for the development of this country. It is no longer going to be enough to use the resources that are available in Malawi to buy new vehicles, to buy new flowers, to buy tea for government offices, to take expensive trips with big delegations. No, we need to do much better. We need to invest the resources for the development of our people. We need to ensure that the resources are being invested in education, in health, in safeguarding the opportunities for our young people, in ensuring that the hospitals have medication, and we owe it to ourselves as Africans first, but also as Malawians, to ensure that moving forward, the achievement of these goals is in our hands. Let us tackle tax evasion. Let us tackle tax cheats. Let us tackle tax avoidance. Let us go after those that are taking our minerals out of this country without paying anything. And that way we will even have better reserves. We will be able to curb problems around education, around health. We will be able to build better roads. We will be able to build a Malawi that the generation of today and the generation of tomorrow desires.
Both Episcopal Conference of Malawi ECM Secretary General Reverend Father Vareliano Mtega and Malawi Council of Churches Chairperson Reverend Professor Belegama have hinted on the need for faith leaders to continue working closely in sensitizing their followers on what they can do in advocating for tax justices. Hear this.
It brought out some insights which are helpful, that if taken on board, we can all move. Brought out some insights which are helpful, that if taken on board, we can all move toward the right direction. We looked at how taxes are done. We also looked at how heavily indebted we are, that we have so much debt. And we also saw what we can do, especially looking at some of the pillars that have to be followed to make sure that we turn things around. So things like agriculture, improving on agriculture, improving on mining, improving on tourism. So these are some of the things that if we work together, then I think we can turn our economy around. But we still need a head, we still need a leader to do that, and that's why I think it's important for us to make sure that it's spearheaded by the government, and then we can all support this initiative so that we can, in the next 10 years, we will be able to talk about a Malawi that is economically empowered and with people that are healthy, and also having made sure that our systems are improved.
We have issued a statement. That statement, it needs to be followed. After issuing that statement, we are going to have follow-up meetings. Not a meeting like this one, which involved, this was, we can call it was at national level. But we're going to engage different stakeholders at different times. Government officials, they need to be on board. We need to take them into task. Okay, if it is not government officials, let us also get involved, even our traditional leaders, even different religious leaders. We are at national level, we are mother bodies. But what about the people that are religious leaders, but they don't have this information? So we want an improvement to say, what we have learned, let us put into practice so that we can sustain and maintain and achieve something. At the end of everything, tonight we are going to engage the Honourable Minister. There are going to be some questions asked to them. Where are we? What is the government doing? You know, the government, they take a very big responsibility because these are the people who can make things happen, but not themselves, but engaging everybody. So the civil society's religious leaders will keep on pushing to make sure that we are able to put into practice whatever